Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you all around Honolulu and all the major stops you need to visit. So this is the full trip on Honolulu. First, we arrived in the airport and drove to our hotel, which is the Twin Fin. And our hotel was pretty nice, it was reserved, and had a lot of commodities to go with it, and it was very, I guess you could say, it had a good view and everything. And then we decided to take a walk outside just to enjoy the city view. There's a lot to do here, I can already tell. You can see all the buildings and all the stops you could make, but to be covering the most major ones is what we will be doing now. So we did a little walk around here. You can see they decorated it to look more natural. I guess they tried to keep some things so that it wouldn't be entirely void of greenery and vegetation. This is Waikiki Beach, or I guess the Queen's Beach. It's a world famous beach, and it is, I guess, the number one beach, you would say. The water is like stunningly clear here. And after that, we went back to the hotel and did this like activity. It's making s'mores, and I decided to just like burn my s'more and make one really quick. So I took the chocolate bar after burning the s'more, put the marshmallow on. Then I opened the chocolate bar, took a bit of chocolate out. And then I put the marshmallow and got some M&Ms and put it on. And after the M&Ms, I put on the little chocolate piece on. And it was really good. I guess that much sweetness doesn't really fit my taste, but it was actually not that bad. Maybe would have done better without the M&Ms though. And then we decided to take a drive, and we ended up in like a bunch of mountainous views. This is an arboretum, but it's like a garden. And it kind of like, it's called the Liliuokalani Botanical Garden. It's like this reserve that's made to protect some plants, like native Hawaiian plants exclusively, and it contains the Nuanu stream and Waikiki waterfall. This is a protected, I guess you could say it's a protected site, and it's open daily without charge, so this is like completely free. It was a good place to visit. And then here we came to the harbor. This harbor is called the Honolulu Harbor, and it's the principal seaport of Honolulu and the state of Hawaii. And this harbor, it was like really modern. It has so many ships in it, and it quickly became like the chief port of call for like the Trans-Pacific sandalwood, fur and whaling industries. That's like somewhere in the past. And then now we are making our way to Byodo-in Temple. This was one of my favorite parts of the trip, and as you can see in the background, there's like these mountains that reach up to the sky. It's like they're protecting you from the gods, and it's really interesting. I love the way there's like a border around this island. Makes me feel safe, but also another thing higher than that is that it's stunning. And then here, Pearl Harbor Historic Site. This is like one of the best places. You need to visit this. This will teach you like all about the history of Honolulu, and this place entirely, there's like little tours and all of that, and it was literally amazing. And then this is Byodo-in Temple. This was my favorite part. So Byodo-in Temple, there's like a Buddha statue which you can pray to, and then there's also a lot of fish and birds that you can feed. I absolutely love feeding the birds, and here there's a gong that you can kind of ring it, and then after that, I think my favorite part was feeding the birds, even though there was like so many fish, well, kois. There's a bunch of peacocks and black swans and turtles here, but the main attraction is the koi and the birds. So yeah, see, there's a black swan. That's wild. All the koi and birds are kind of trained, I guess. Well, they'll do it without hurting you, but the black swan will just snap at the food. Here you can feed every single one of these things the same food. Like the koi and the birds and the swan, they all eat the same thing. And I think it was just like my favorite part though. I loved having, it was really weird feeling the birds on my hand while they were all grabbing on the food. And you can kind of buy a packet at the gift store in the back. And then it's like the birds know how to not hurt you. Well, they're trying to not hurt you, but they'll try to eat the food anyways. But yeah, this was definitely my favorite part, and I'm gonna make this one last longer than all the rest. This will be a memory imprinted on me forever, and I would love to visit this place again and spend like more than a day in it. I could actually spend like 24 hours just sitting here. And this was a beach we encountered. It's like just a random stop. I am pretty sure this is like, what was the name? I don't think that this had a specific name, but it's like one of the beachside stops. So I think it's really cool though. The waters were clear, like really clear. And here you'd see waters like nowhere before. And this was another one of my most favorite parts. This was the Polynesian Cultural Center. You could do a lot here though. So first things first, you can visit like 6 villages. And it's the #1 attraction in Hawaii. There's 42 acres of tropical stuff. There's the 6 villages, authentic villages, and it represents the island cultures of Hawaii, Fiji, Aotearoa, Samoa, Tahiti, and Tonga. Here they all have different, and this one was an amazing show. Here they all have different like traditions, and we are able to try and taste them all, the food and the way they do everything. I still couldn't learn this. And then there was this like boat tour, which I really liked. The what do you call him? The host? It was very accommodating. And I think this is also one of my most favorite parts. There's a whole evening show, which I'll be showing you now. I could not get enough of that. I was literally laughing my way out of there. And then this is a sunset beach where we encountered a literally splendid, breathtaking sunset. Like, you saw the sun go down the horizon, and your eyes didn't really hurt that much, to be honest. Just wear some sunglasses, you'll be fine. And then here in our hotel, we kind of saw the show. They were doing a luau. It's like a fire dance. And after some singing and dancing, they finally got to the actual luau. And he was basically touching fire. No, he was eating fire on top of that. And then this was a stop. It doesn't really have a name. But again, it was another breathtaking beach. The clear waters are absolutely stunning. I could not get enough of this. Like, who would? Like, if you see clear waters like that, the waters in your normal place would never seem the same. They would seem bad. And then here is the Spitting Cave. This was an authentic site. I really liked it. I would say it's memorable, but not as good as the Polynesian Cultural Center. And then we saw some scuba divers here, and then some random people trying to dive. And that is either Mauna Kea or Mauna Loa. They're both, well, Mauna Kea is bigger than Mauna Loa, I think. But here we got a view of all the houses and the entire city, basically. Town, I guess you could call it. They built it on the hills, too, just to accommodate the vegetation. And then here, this was another one of my most memorable places. This was Halona Blowhole. It was absolutely amazing. And here you could slip very easily, so I'd say watch your step, because I slipped and my leg was kind of hurting for the next week. But it's very impressive. I'd say it's worth the visit. Because like there's water coursing through like the underwater lava tubes, and it occasionally shoots some seawater, and it could go up to 30 feet in the air. And if you visit during winter, you could witness some whales. This viewing point also provides a breathtaking view of Halona Cove, and that's a beach that has been featured in like many movies and music videos, so I'd say you're lucky to be here. This was an absolutely breathtaking sight. We spent an hour or two here. I guess an hour would be your best estimate. If you're going here, you'd spend about an hour, or maybe even less than an hour if you rush through it all. But if you don't rush and take in the view of it all, just soak it in, then it would probably take about an hour or a bit longer, but no more than that. And then we got to like the side part, and here the waves were literally right next to you, where if you made one wrong move, you'd slip into the water and become overtaken by the waves. That does not sound promising, but I guess watch your step, because I really want you guys to be able to see this view in real life if you ever visit. See, over there is like the beach where they filmed the movies and music videos. It's pretty small, but then again, it's also really beautiful. And this was like our little hike. It is Makapuu Summit, or you could say Makapuu Lighthouse Trail. This was an amazing trail. It's like you'd spend about, I guess, an hour and a half here doing the trail. There's an iconic red Makapuu lighthouse, which was built in 1909 here, and it provides an amazing view of the Coco Crater, Makapuu Beach, and even the offshore islands like Molokai and Lanai if you get here on a clear day, and we did. This was the bottom of the trail. You can see the mountain in the distance, which we climbed. and the ocean here is absolutely stunning. And then you can see the islands over there. And then you can see how like the water here is really cyan, and then as it goes on into the distance becomes deeper and darker, I guess. But in our normal oceans, all of the water is just dark. And then we saw some people paragliding. And after that, we kind of returned to the city, went through some views, and here there was like a whole orangish hue to the entire city, which made it a lot more dreamy. And then, you know, the buildings, it seems like some tropical paradise or something. And then after that, we took like this holiday bus. It was like another event that our hotel provided. And we went through the town, kind of spreading holiday cheer, I guess. And I love seeing people's faces light up when we just said Merry Christmas to them. Well, we kind of screamed Merry Christmas to everyone. But still, the entire city was decorated, and it made it more festive than I guess my home has ever been. We never used that much decoration, and everything being decorated in an entire city makes it feel like a dream. So we took the bus and we saw all these decorations for Christmas, and it was beautiful. And then after that, we took off again to head out to our next island and look at this view. I would have never imagined seeing this. This is absolutely amazing. You can see the rim out of all of it. It's all cyan, and then it all turns deep blue, a royal blue. But anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. I definitely did. Bye, and see you in my next one.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me.